Stephen Curry has always been a name synonymous with loyalty, excellence, and fierce competition in the NBA. Over the years, his name has become inseparable from the Golden State Warriors, where he has crafted a legacy of legendary status. However, recent developments have sparked whispers about whether he might entertain the idea of teaming up with another icon of the sport, LeBron James. These murmurs gained momentum as the Warriors face a critical period of transition, with Klay Thompson's departure to the Dallas Mavericks shaking the foundation of their core. Curry, known for his fierce loyalty to the Warriors, has never shied away from expressing his love for the team that made him the face of their franchise, yet the thought of partnering with LeBron in Los Angeles has intrigued fans and analysts alike. This speculation is fueled by the undeniable chemistry that Curry and LeBron have displayed during international competitions and All-Star games. Both players have spent the better part of a decade as rivals on the court, pushing each other to new heights during intense finals matchups. Now, with Curry's extension keeping him with the Warriors through 2027, questions loom about what the future might hold. Could the lure of another championship run, this time alongside a player he once battled for supremacy, be enough to sway Curry to a different path? It's a tantalizing possibility, but Curry remains committed to his current course, as seen in his recent contract extension. In a recent interview with People magazine, Curry addressed these rumors head-on. His response wasn't a denial, nor was it an outright admission of any plans to join forces with LeBron. Instead, he offered a thoughtful reflection on their relationship, highlighting the mutual respect that has developed between the two superstars over years of high-stakes competition. The idea of playing alongside LeBron again, in meaningful games with everything on the line, clearly strikes a chord with Curry. He acknowledged the bond they share, born from their battles on the hardwood, but also made it clear that, whether they become teammates or not, there's an unshakable friendship and respect that will endure. Curry's decision to stay with the Warriors through the 2026 to 2027 season signals his dedication to the franchise, but it doesn't close the door on the possibility of future moves. The NBA is a dynamic league where anything can happen, and players of Curry's caliber always have options. LeBron, nearing the twilight of his career, has a contract with the Lakers that runs until 2025, and as both players approach the ends of their respective paths, it's impossible to ignore the what-if factor. Could they unite for one final push, each seeking to cement their legacies with one last championship? While Curry's loyalty to Golden State remains unquestionable, he has also been clear that his main focus is competing for titles. The Warriors, facing a tough road ahead in a stacked Western Conference, no longer appear to be the powerhouse they once were. With teams like the Denver Nuggets, Dallas Mavericks, and Minnesota Timberwolves rising to prominence, it's fair to wonder if Curry might eventually reconsider his situation should the Warriors falter in their championship pursuits. Curry's comments on the possibility of playing with LeBron James were measured, but they leave the door open to future possibilities. He didn't explicitly commit to staying with the Warriors for the entirety of his career, nor did he dismiss the idea of teaming up with LeBron. Instead, his response was one of appreciation for their past collaborations and a hope that their shared experiences on the court could lead to more, whether as teammates or competitors. It's a nuanced perspective that reflects Curry's thoughtful approach to his career. As the 2024 to 2025 season approaches, much will be revealed about the trajectory of Curry's future. If the Warriors fail to make a deep playoff run, or worse, miss the postseason entirely, the narrative could shift rapidly. Curry has always prioritized winning, and at this stage in his career, it's clear that his desire to add another championship ring to his collection burns brightly. Whether that quest leads him to stay with the Warriors or explore other avenues, like joining forces with LeBron, remains to be seen. For now, Curry's extension with Golden State buys the franchise some time, but it's clear that nothing is set in stone. The NBA is a league defined by its unpredictability, and Curry's path may take unforeseen turns as he chases more glory on the court. Fans of both Curry and LeBron can only speculate about what could happen in the coming years, but one thing is certain: both players will be remembered as two of the greatest to ever play the game, regardless of where their journeys take them. In the end, Stephen Curry's story with the Warriors is far from over, but it's also not immune to change. As he continues to reflect on his career and the relationships he's built along the way, including with LeBron, the possibility of a future collaboration between the two remains a fascinating prospect. The Golden State Warriors find themselves at a crucial juncture, with Steph Curry still performing at an elite level despite the years catching up to him. After a disappointing 2023-24 season, where the team shockingly missed the playoffs after being knocked out by the Sacramento Kings in the play-in tournament, the urgency for change has never been greater. Curry, now entering his 16th season, continues to be the heart and soul of the Warriors. However, at 36 years old, time is no longer on his side, and the opportunity to secure another championship is rapidly slipping away. The team's front office is under immense pressure to make a bold decision that could redefine the future, not just for Curry, but for the entire franchise. They must act decisively, knowing that this moment might be the last chance to cement Curry's legacy with the Warriors in the same way the Lakers did with Kobe or the Spurs did with Duncan. ESPN insider Zach Lowe argues that the Warriors need to take a calculated risk, much like when the Toronto Raptors went all in by acquiring Kawhi Leonard. That move led to immediate success, capturing an NBA title in the short term. Lowe believes the Warriors need to emulate this strategy, pursuing a transformative player who can elevate the team's chances and extend Curry's championship window. The task ahead is daunting, but the blueprint is there, and the Warriors must follow it if they want to keep Curry at the pinnacle of the game for as long as possible. The decision they make in the upcoming months could not only shape the final chapter of Curry's career but also leave an indelible mark on the franchise's history. Now is the time for boldness, vision, and a commitment to doing whatever it takes to ensure that Steph Curry's name is forever associated with greatness. Zach Lowe's comments on ESPN's NBA Today hit deep when discussing what it takes for a team like the Warriors to extend their dominance beyond their current core. He painted a vivid picture, reminding everyone that sustaining greatness requires more than just talent, it demands a stroke of luck or a transformative moment. He referred to the Spurs' acquisition of Kawhi Leonard as the perfect example. Drafted 15th overall in 2011, Leonard wasn't just another pick, he was a spark that reignited a championship legacy. The Spurs didn't just rely on their past successes, they found a way to blend the old guard with fresh talent, and that's what allowed them to rise to the top again, culminating in their 2014 championship and Leonard's Finals MVP. It wasn't just a smooth transition, it was a masterstroke that gave new life to a dynasty. Lowe's analysis of the Warriors' current situation is a reality check for any team riding the wave of long-term success. The more a team wins, the more challenging it becomes to secure top-tier talent, as they consistently find themselves picking at the end of the first round. The stars they once could easily land are no longer within reach, and the aging core that built the dynasty begins to show its wear. Yet, despite these challenges, Lowe's perspective carries an underlying sense of hope. There's always that possibility, that one move, that lightning-in-a-bottle moment, where the right player comes along at the right time. It's not just about drafting or trades, it's about seizing that rare opportunity to keep the fire burning when the odds seem stacked against you. The Golden State Warriors find themselves at a crossroads. With Klay Thompson no longer in the fold, the weight of the team's future rests heavily on the shoulders of the few remaining veterans from their championship years, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Kevin Looney. These three, who have been through the highest of highs together, now face the daunting challenge of steering the franchise forward. As they look around, the next generation of Warriors, players like Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, and Tracy Jackson-Davis, show glimmers of potential. Yet, despite their talent, none have stepped up in a way that signals they are ready to carry the torch from Curry, a player whose influence goes far beyond just scoring points on the court. But even with the uncertainty looming, the Warriors are far from finished. The path ahead is unclear, but there's still a pulse in the organization, a determination that refuses to let them fade into irrelevance. As ESPN's Zach Lowe put it, they're not down for the count just yet. However, for them to rise once again, something monumental needs to happen, whether it's a transformative trade, a breakthrough performance from one of the young guns, or an unexpected turn of events. Whatever it is, it will need to be nothing short of extraordinary, a moment that defies expectation and reignites their championship aspirations. The journey may be uphill, but this team has defied the odds before, and the belief in their ability to do so again still lingers in the hearts of their fans and players alike.